בוא נתחיל עם החדשות הלא טובות. החדשות הלא טובות, מה? אז זה בדיוק החדשות הלא טובות. כן, החדשות הלא טובות זה שאני אדבר באנגלית. החדשות הטובות זה שההרצאה שלי יהיה מאוד קצר. נשאר לי בערך רבע שעה. אוקיי. עד 8? אוקיי. Okay, 20 minutes. Okay, okay, I've got 20 minutes. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just focus really on one of the point that Ariel mentioned, which is how to choose the right go-to-market strategy. Okay. Bon. It's not. Okay. Okay, okay, sorry for that. Okay, so go-to-market strategy, how to choose, how to figure out your go-to-market strategy. Okay. If you look at what happened in with companies, actually software companies, not SaaS companies, but software companies 15, 20 years ago, especially Israeli software companies, there was pretty much only one way to go to the market. There was only one type of go-to-market strategy. Looking at the successful companies like Checkpoint, Mercury, those companies, okay, you would go up right to the top. Start with building a very robust product and sell it directly to enterprise customers. That was the way to go again in the old days, which is not that long ago. And then came the SaaS world, and then things actually started changing dramatically, and actually the model kind of become reversed. Now I have direct access to consumer, very small businesses. In the old days, when I was selling softwares 15, 20 years ago, I had no access to these companies. The only way I could sell to those markets was through channels, VARs, integrator, and that was not, in most cases, the way to start a software company. So with the change of with the internet and with actually the SaaS model, suddenly I'm getting rid of all the intermediaries in the lower end of the market, and I can access everybody directly. Consumers, very small business, everybody. So what does it mean in terms of strategy? Now I can choose. I can choose going bottom up, or I can choose going top to bottom. So bottom up, what is bottom up? I can start as with consumer if it's a B2C type of business. Most, if we're talking, and here we're talking mostly about B2B, I can start with very small businesses, the smallest businesses, and work my way up from very small businesses to small businesses, mid-market, up to enterprise. And that can be a cycle that can take literally years. I can also decide to go the other way around, top to bottom. Start with the enterprise market and work my way out, my way down. Enterprise, mid-market, all the way down to a very small business. So how do I know where to start, how to start, which strategy to adopt? And by the way, this obviously has an impact on on how I'm going to start pricing the products. Going from bottom up, I'm going to start usually with a free or very cheap product, all the way up to enterprise type of sales. So how do I decide? First of all, why do I need to decide? And that actually that's a point that Ariel mentioned already before. Why should I decide? Maybe this is like this is like buying a lottery ticket. you know, you know, I should try, you know, let me try everything. I'm going to try enterprise, I'm going to try mid-market, I'm going to try small business, and I'm going to see, you know, whatever sticks. And but it just doesn't, it doesn't work like that. If I try, and, you know, shoot in the dark and try up, down, bottom, middle, usually what will happen is that I'm going to fail. Building a SaaS, building a SaaS company requires focus, because the skills that are needed are so different in the enterprise market and in the SMB market. I just can't do all of it together. I need to focus, and to focus in the place where I have the most chance to succeed. So how do I decide? How do I know where I should start from, and where do I have the best chance to succeed? First of all, I need to look at the market, the size of the market, where do I have the most attractive market. And when you look at the market, it's not just about size. It's understanding where is my solution, my SaaS solution, solving the biggest pain. For example, if you look at different field, looking at, you know, enterprise, in the enterprise world, the biggest pain are usually security, scalability, this type. So if my product address those type of issues, it makes sense for me to start from there. If my product or my solution is a solution, for example, for website, probably it makes a lot of sense for me to start from the bottom up, because there I'm going to find the early adopters, and the market is very large, and that's a natural entry point. So in addition to looking at the market, I also need to look at which resources are available to me. And first, looking at the human resources. When we think about starting a business, we need to look at and usually it starts from the management team. Where is the expertise of the management team? The management team is familiar with the enterprise world or with the SMB world? Where are my connections, my network? Do I have more connections with large companies, or do I have more connections and you know, literally friends in the small business worlds? So those are very important things to take in considerations when you decide where to start from. And lastly, not less important, is what are the capital that are going to be available to me? Am I going to be able to raise money, and how much? Because as we will see in a little bit, the resources, the financial resources needed to develop enterprise SaaS or small business SaaS are very different. Okay, so looking at really the skills that are needed in the enterprise world, and in the enterprise SaaS and the SMB SaaS, what I want to do is just to talk with you about for each function in a company, what is needed and how is it different when you work with the SMB market and when you work with the enterprise market. And I'm also showing here, you know, what is the cost associated usually with these different activities in a company. So starting with sales, SMB sales is all about online sales and about inside sales. So what is online sales? Online sales is automated sales, and it is also actually any sales that can be done directly when a customer is coming to your website. For example, online sales, and I'm coming from LivePerson. One of the biggest breakthrough that we did at LivePerson is when we started selling our product through chat. I mean, we were actually a chat company, and it made sense for us to sell our own product with our product. And that was about almost 10 years ago when we started and realized that we can actually sell online our product just through chatting with people. What that means is that again, here, I'm showing the cost is very low. You can actually do that with people, anywhere in the world. It was a great way for us to build a sales team in Israel. There is no issue with accent and with languages by selling a product through chat. And people really have no idea, where is the person they're talking to. Especially at the beginning where we were starting to sell through chat, people were thinking that they were chatting with people in the US. We had a little call center here 24/7 in Israel, and nobody had any idea that they would be buying from someone and from someone that was across the world. So online sales is a very important skill in the SMB world, and obviously inside sales. Inside sales is the ability to take inbound leads that are driven by your marketing team, and take those leads and starting and through a short sales cycle, usually a few weeks, start to close those leads. Those people, and Ariel mentioned that before, those people at least 10 years ago were very difficult to find in Israel. Now they're starting to be a small pool in Israel of people who can do inside sales, which means mostly selling through phone, email, and doing online demo. So those are people who are not usually hunter type. But they have the skills and the ability to take a qualified lead and close the sale within a few weeks. On the enterprise side, if you're looking at sales, this is the world of solution sales. It means understanding really the need of the customer, building usually a custom solution for this customer, and also the ability to navigate through through a large company, meaning understanding who are the different influencers in the sales cycle, who are the different influencers, who are the decision makers, totally different type of skill set that are needed for enterprise sales. Looking at marketing. Marketing skills for in the SMB world typically are online marketing. That's search engine marketing, if it's paid search, or if it's organic, meaning search engine optimization. It's email marketing skills, and it's obviously web and web analytics skills, understanding what is happening on your website, who is doing what, how to optimize the flow on your website, being able to do A/B testing. All those skills are critical for marketing team that's working on the SMB market. On the enterprise side, the skills are totally different. In order for me to reach out and to enterprise customers, I need a marketing team that knows how to work with analysts,